Well, yeah, Jason Beto will be in El Paso for his election night party tonight, but he's been on college campuses and other cities in Texas really right up to the last minute. Even today, visiting polling locations in Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas, just really putting in that last minute push, really pushing his vision for a reimagined approach to some of the big issues and controversial topics facing our state. And with his opponent being our current governor, of course, a big sticking point for him has been really attributing a lot of those challenges to our current leadership. But, we have to mention here that since Beto's campaign started, he has really trailed behind Governor Abbott in the polls. So today, while he was in Dallas, we asked him, hey, we're almost to the finish line of this thing. Looking back on your campaign, tell us about your approach. Would you have done anything differently? This is what he had to say.
We have targeted those who themselves are the targets of suppression and intimidation. If the same voters come out and only the same voters, we probably won't win. But if we can bring net new voters out, young people, newly naturalized citizens, and folks who have sat out previous elections, then we are going to win because people want change right now.
So when he talks about that approach of targeting young voters, we've really seen that even just in how much time he spent on college campuses. Even yesterday, the day before Election Day, making stops at Texas A&M University and Texas State University. So we've really seen him stay consistent with that. But again, he will be back home tonight in El Paso. We will be here too, bringing you the very latest. And right now, I actually want to send thanks to my colleague, Teresa Woodard, who's also along the border tonight covering Governor Abbott's campaign. Teresa.
Yeah, Morgan, such a different strategy from Governor Greg Abbott. In the last 24 hours before Texans began voting on this election day, he had no get out the vote rallies. He made no campaign stops, really just an indication that he's feeling very comfortable with where things are. And the polls indicate he does have reason to feel comfortable. This party here tonight in McAllen is the end of the most expensive governor's race in Texas history. Overall, Greg Abbott outraised Beto O'Rourke, even though it was the other way around for the last few months. But combined, they brought in and spent more than $200 million on this race. That's why those ads have been almost nonstop. Matt Rinaldi, the chair of the Republican Party of Texas, says he is confident Republicans will win all of the statewide races tonight, but he will be closely watching the numbers out of here in South Texas because he thinks results will show that the governor's focus and other Republicans' focus on the border, immigration, and the economy really resonated here.
The Democrats aren't talking about those things. They're talking about things like January 6th and climate change. They're not talking about what affects the majority of working class Texas families, both in the Valley and everywhere across Texas.
So whose message resonated the most? We should know the answer to that question in the next few hours.